You're so happy you don't even know what to do with yourself. That way. So silly. Oh, hey, big guy.
Yeah, he's so happy.
We'll see if he has to go potty or something. He just peed. Likes playing tug, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So go ahead and do one round here, and then just give him either, well, especially when he's paying attention to you, at least give him that good boy, or, you know, some confirmation, and then, you know, after he redirects, or if you have to get his attention back, or if he's completed a good portion of walking nicely, then I would give him a reward like the treat or something. Right? Good, there you go. Because he's pretty responsive, so long as you're at least communicating and acknowledging with him, you know? Right there. Good, yeah. That's also going to be really important because it's going to be your first key indicator when you're out in public and he's either getting too excited or getting too nervous about a situation, because it'll be a lot harder to get his attention back, right? This is pretty much normal right now. So it's like your baseline while you're walking with him. There you go, good boy. All right, let's go ahead and get the first piece on. So you have the extra length and the bungee for when, you know, you want a more leisurely walk, and then you have the traffic handle for when you're like downtown or something. You need to hold them closer. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and kind of walk around the street here to kind of get more of a little real world practice with it too. Boy. There you go. Good, good, very good. Because he was so used to pulling on just his normal collar, this just makes it like a new pressure for him to kind of get adjusted to. So he's still a little bit more sensitive to it. So go ahead and turn around and start walking back. Maybe go this way or something. There you go. Good. There you go. Go ahead and go on this grass here and go around the car, so that way he might get distracted by the grass, see how it feels when he starts pulling. Good, there you go. Very good. Yeah, go ahead and walk down this way a little bit so that way he starts getting distracted by things. There you go. And that way you can practice kind of recovering. Good. Good, there you go. Good, there you go. Good. Good. All right. And that's how that one works. Do you have any questions? It's pretty straightforward. Good boy. Oh, good job. Yes. Good boy. There you go. And this is what happens when, like, because he gets in like to these like training modes, because we'll do this usually once in the morning, once in the midday, and once before bed. And also I'll do like a quick session again after or right before, like a social session, right, to kind of help remind him of things. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Good. Good, very good. I use this in combination of teaching him to either stop or come back when he feels the vibration. So that way, when we're either working on sharing toys or not humping another dog, I can transition to a regular e-collar and use the vibration then when he starts to try to hump somebody, and that, you know, deters him from pulling off, right?
So this one is automatically
When he pulls.
Okay. That's perfect.
And that's why it's also really good for like those sudden situations, right? Because sometimes you won't, you know, be able to have a free hand, or you won't have the remote ready. Hopefully, if you need to, and you'll have it kind of be a little bit more prepared. But this is just so that way it's one less thing to worry about. Because I think what's more important is for you to kind of pay attention, like that downtown walk, to like the surroundings, right? I want you to kind of pay more attention to what's going on around you and how he's reacting than, you know, getting ready to press something or actuate something.
Right.
Good. There you go. Good boy. Right. So with something like this, when you kind of just start walking and start randomly changing direction, it'll help to catch him up to you by doing those corrections in. And you'll notice that he'll want to pull less towards things. There you go. See what I mean? So it's not, it's nothing too harsh, but at least it's either some sort of consistent consequence, right? So that way he just doesn't learn to just ignore the leash pressure again is the main thing. The head muzzle does it because it'll put in, more uncomfortable pressure on his head. This one does it by doing that vibration. Okay? We might have to move the cars, but this way.
I'll get the muzzle.
Oh yeah. You probably won't need it for this part, but it'll always be good to kind of have it on you. Like what I did downtown was I just clipped it onto my onto the belt there when I wasn't using it.
That's what I saw you did. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt to have it on him, but at the same time, if you don't need it on him, it makes people less anxious too.
Right.
Sometimes, like that one lady, it makes them more comfortable. So it just really depends.
Yeah.
It just really depends. I don't know.
The lady, she thought.
She thought I was keeping the community safe. I was like, no, he's actually really nice. Yeah. Unfortunately, you'll get those people though. So you want to go inside? Oh, wait. It's not so cold. Good. Right. Good boy. There you go. Yeah. Good boy. There you go. So when he comes back to you, that's when I would give him a treat and let him calm down for a minute. Because usually when he's pulling, it's because he's too interested in other things. So taking that minute when he comes back to kind of reset him, have him follow you for a bit.
And it was like, yeah, it was like a whole liter. I was like, man, I don't know how to extra small.
Good boy.
And then people wonder how come the
Good. There you go. Good boy. So in an environment like this too, kind of like the open spaces and the more leisurely walk, I'll kind of let the leash go a little bit longer so he can kind of smell things, right? And then when I'm up in like the busier areas or the tighter aisles, then I'll close in again too. So that way he gets to kind of explore and smell a little bit, and get used to being in different environments, because we still need him to kind of socialize in that aspect and get used to different things. So we don't really want him to always be right next to us and only focus on us. It's really helpful for like good walking behavior, but just so that everything isn't so new to him, it'd be good to let him actually get out there and explore a little bit. At least he'll have some fun hiking again with you. That way. Good boy. He's pretty good with kids so long as they're not like overbearing, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say he might pee. Yeah. Should have probably let him pee outside beforehand. Okay. We'll just keep an eye on him. Good boy. Hi. Good. There you go. Yeah. So he was just a little bit interested, a little curious, not too bad. So the main thing with like interactions is you just don't want him to just go diving towards somebody, because it usually scares them.
Right.
Having him focus on you, and most of the time you'll be able to pretty quickly recognize if they want to say hi to him or not, and then you kind of go from there. Good, there you go, very good. And that's another reason why we want to try to get him used to less pressure, right? So he's not pulling so much on his end, and we're not pulling so much on our end. You can see like how to like a mix of that curiosity and uncertainty. Hi, how you doing? Oh, you're okay this way, big guy.
Okay.
There you go.
You're okay.
He scares himself a lot,
Right.
right? Good boy.
Yeah, he's kind of like scared a lot.
Is that it? The good thing is, though, it doesn't take him too long. You know, he might be a little apprehensive of somebody at first, but once he gets a chance to meet them and settle in, it doesn't take him too long to kind of warm up and be friendly. Hey, how you doing?
Yes, I want to say hi.
Oh, good boy.
I got 2 blue pits.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 2 blue and a brindle.
Ooh, brindle.
Yes. You're so pretty and soft.
Good boy. Say thank you.
Go.
Thank you.
Have a good one. It's definitely a very like polarizing breed, right? You find like the people that really love them, and the people that are afraid of them are like, oh no. Sorry.
Okay, grab them back.
I got one. Because especially since he's potty trained,
Yeah.
it's usually like those either like anxiety or nerves kick in that kind of increase the bowel movements, and that's why sometimes it's also not as solid as usual. Nervous Nelly. Here, we'll take him outside so we can throw this away, and then we'll make our way down to the PetSmart. Good boy. Good. Oh. I was just worried about him peeing on stuff too. That's fine. Good boy. Boy. Have to go on the got this side here. Good boy. All right. Now we'll go back in and we'll go through the busy part. Unless you think he might need to pee too again.
What do you say?
Oh, I say we can either go back in and go through the busy part, unless you think he might need to pee or something again. Let's take him to the bushes just in case.
Yeah.
Come on, big guy. Oh. Yeah, he's definitely very puppy-esque behavior there. Usually he's really good about holding it, and that's definitely the first accident he's had too. But very, very like easily overwhelmed, you know, kind of skittish. So especially like trying to pick good days downtown to kind of get him familiar and comfortable before like the busy Friday, Saturday nights. He did really good that busy Saturday though, but it was definitely like a lot.
Okay.
But he did all right. I think it helped that he made so many friends. He kind of got to relax a little bit, and we kind of gave him plenty of time to kind of smell and made some stops and things like that. So long as you give him some breaks and everything, it should be okay too. Good boy.
Good boy.
All right. Do you want to walk down there or do you want to drive?
Just walk down there is fine.
Okay.
I don't mind.
No problem. Let's get going. I think the bungee works well to kind of give him a little bit of like that extra leeway to get him to slow down while it's slowly starting to get tighter before he hits the end too, as opposed to just kind of on and off. But he does pretty well with both. What's good about the bungee too is if he does suddenly like go forward, it'll help to spring him back too. It's not like a super tight coil, but you know, it's enough to kind of help a little bit. Boy. Boy. And then the main thing when meeting dogs is just, you know, watching him to make sure he doesn't get too excited and trying to hump them. Communicating with the parents and letting them know, oh yeah, he's growly, but he just, you know, he's like that when he wants to play too. So it can be a little very like scary or off-putting, you know.
Yeah.
And then also just kind of getting him to calm down first, because if he gets too excited and starts to, you know, pull towards him and all those things, it's good to take a minute and not let him meet them when he's too excited like that. Having him redirect back to you, calm down a couple notches first. If the other dog wants to meet, you know, really lengthen the amount of time of the initial greet as possible.
Okay.
Always makes it a lot smoother, right? Whereas if he sees somebody and he's very excited and just goes right away, it's usually not going to end as well, because he'll probably overwhelm or scare the other dog or the owner, and then they might get snappy, and then he gets snappy and things like that. So he's really good until he feels threatened too.
Right.
The only problem is he can accidentally make another dog kind of go on the back foot.
Right.
Well, once he got comfortable with both his boarding mates, though, he did great. They're having a good time. Good boy. Where are you going, big guy? You're gonna lose your nose.
Come on.
Good, very good, perfect. Good, very good. It rewards him for listening to you too, because then you don't have to pull on him and activate the collar or anything as well. Should be a much more like mutually beneficial walk.
Okay.
Hi, good boy. That way. Good boy. A lot of loud sounds. He walks pretty good so long as he doesn't have to potty, and also like if there are any critters outside. Like last night, I don't know if it was a squirrel or a cat or something. I couldn't see anything, but him and the other dog were just like pulling, trying to get to this thing in the bushes. Luckily, I didn't have anything on him because it was just like the nighttime potty walk. But yeah, that's like the only other time that he really like pulled.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Good, very good.
What is the schedule for him throughout the day that you usually? Joker? Okay.
Here, I'll give you like the verbal one now, and then I'll text it to you later. But usually anywhere from about like he's actually starting to sleep in more.
Okay.
But anywhere I'd say from like 6 to 7, 5 to 7, he'd kind of get up, and that's when he would go to the bathroom. I'd walk all the dogs, and then I'd come back, and then I'd do like the morning walking drills with him.
Yeah.
And then after that, come back in for breakfast. Give the dogs about an hour for their stomachs to settle after they eat. And then he goes out for either just a neighborhood walk because it's so quiet outside, or like a quiet social session.
Okay.
And then we come back in and break for lunch. He usually gets to nap. He'll usually nap. Sometimes he'll play. And then they'll get like a lunch snack. And then about another hour downtime. And then back out for the walking drills in the neighborhood. And then either like a recall session out in the yard with like the longer lead, or just for him it was mostly a lot of just walking around, some stability social work, depending on the weather. Good boy. So anywhere from like usually anywhere from like 1 or 2 o'clock to maybe like 4 or 5, that's when we have like that longer kind of social session, when he's either just sitting and watching people come in and out, or going by the dog park and redirecting and things like that. And then about 5 to 7, he gets another break for dinner. And then we let the stomach settle for about another hour. And we walk all the dogs, and then he goes and does his walking drills again. And then he just plays with Blue until about 10 or 11, and then I just walk all the dogs again for, kind of like last call before bed. So he gets the 3 walking drills every day, and then 2 social drills, usually like around the neighborhoods, because I try to hit the times when like people are walking their dogs and things like that, or out here. But that's a pretty full day for him. He's either back home and he's either playing with his friends, or he's exhausted. So good boy. Good, there you go. So long as you do like the walking drills with him at least once a day, I think you should be good. And then the social outing whenever you can. I know it's a lot harder for most people, but I would try not to go at least like a week without it,
Yeah. No,
At least like once or twice a week will probably be good for social outing.
Drill, I'm not sure, but the social is definitely the important one, because I live in downtown.
Yeah, it should almost be easier for you then. For me, it's a lot to get to downtown and back nowadays. But yeah, you can definitely do like a good social session downtown. There's that courtyard that we went to that first time too. That's where I would kind of have him just hang out and relax, depending on how busy it was. So that way he can have people just come and go, because the main thing with him too is just that stability, right? Like seeing a dog and being able to just relax, and not have to get super excited and say, right, so here's a good example. Go ahead and have him just hang out here, see the dog, see you. Good boy. Very good. Yep. Good boy. Perfect. Just like that. There's a lot of practice like that. So because like before he was kind of see and almost like overreact and get like super worked up. So now it's just a lot of desensitizing is what it was for him. He still will get excited if they're coming in close proximity or they're walking towards him and things like that. So that's where I would get his attention and, have him focus on me, see the dog, focus on me, like go back and forth like that. Boy. But he's been really good.
Yeah, because I live in college campus. So right by college campus, like we'll go in and out all the time.
Huh?
So that's why I was kind of getting used to it.
That'll be good. You can probably make a lot of friends there too, I'm sure. Good boy. Very good, very good. And then, like I said, if you wanted to, I could talk to Rue, because their parents, I found out they live in Fredericksburg too. So maybe you guys can get together and do play dates or something, or do some social sessions together, because Rue pretty much did the exact same thing. With Rue, it was interesting because like it's only when there's like one singular thing. Like if there was a bunch of dogs or a bunch of people, he's okay. But if there's just like one person approaching him, he gets anxious.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
So they did a lot of like very similar training. The gear too, so a lot of the same. Good, there you go. I know. Go ahead and say hi. Yeah, after you. Hello. Oh, he's afraid of the cats too, by the way.
You're afraid of the cat?
Yeah, or he's not sure of them. Can't remember if I got it on video last time, but he was a little jumpy. And then just be careful of like the glass enclosures, because he was interested in the birds. So that's just kind of managing the leash so he can't like jump on it and scare them.
He's bad for him too.
Oh, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I know, there it is, big guy. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. He got like a cheap white one from Amazon because another dog had chewed up our other one. But it was just a simple bed and he really liked it. The one that he used in the crate at home looked kind of like this, but just white and bigger. Hi.
Can I pet him?
Yeah, you can say hi. Joker. Good boy. He's like, Mom, hi.
Don't chase him. If he doesn't want to be pet, then he doesn't want to be pet.
he's just
Too busy looking at everything.
Yeah. There you go.
Handsome.
Good boy. There it is. Oh. He's a little skittish of the sounds.
Yeah.
There you go. Good boy. There you go. Oh, good boy.
You need kisses?
I guess so.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good boy.
Alright, little man, I got what I need.
And that's what I mean, like, a lot of times it's better if he can engage, right?
Right.
So, like, with the person downtown, if they want to say hi and they accidentally scare him, just let him know. Give Joker a minute to kind of make some space and then come back on his own terms. Good boy. Think he was hoping for a dog to come out. Hi. Oh.
Thank you.
You're so handsome, big guy. Oh, I've never seen him try to catch a bird before. Good boy. Very good. All right, running out of battery. Do you have any questions or anything that you want recorded?
No, I think it's good.
Okay.
I feel like it's doing much better. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
It was good working with him again.
if it's not clean because of you, I